fmtraining.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today. Hello, Christian. How you doing? Oh, you're muted, my friend.
Hello, I'm fine here.
Today we're doing a 15.4 update with Christian Schmitz. But basically, Christian continues to add on to his really amazing plugin. We were just raving about his plugin this week. Like, again, I think Nick was talking a lot about how the fact that MBS allows for like copying of scripts and stuff back and forth means that he can actually interact with AI and use FileMaker with AI in the way that he wants to. So again, the MBS plugin does a lot for you. It enables a lot of things to do, and it is constantly being iterated on and improved. I highly recommend you, at very least, go get the free version. Also, you should pay for the you should pay for it. It's a really good deal. Uh, Christian does not charge enough, frankly, for the amount of stuff that it does, and we all keep letting him do it because we're all taking advantage of how many awesome features he gives us. Yeah. Also, go here, and then go find go to FileMaker plugin, and then download it. It's fantastic. I highly recommend it. With that all being said, Christian, I hear we have a new release. What are we looking forward to?
Like every 2 months, we have a new release.
Yes.
Just to report what I have added to the plugin. And I'll share my screen. So you may have seen the announcement.
Yes.
Yeah, I sent a ton of emails to people. And let's maybe check out the first new function. So we have, let's just make a new one here. So we got a function to copy things from FileMaker to text editors and back. So let's get a text editor. I recommend a good one with syntax highlighting. So you may go to edit the layout. Then you can copy a field, you can paste a field, but you can also just copy something. Let's copy here a few fields. Copy, go to text editor and paste. So the little magic I added is to be able to see the actual XML in the clipboard and paste it in any other application.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's go to the script editor. So let's say you have a script, new one, and it does something. Let's just drop in a loop. So you may have some script steps like this, and you would like to do the batch editing. You would like to rename a variable. Everywhere it's used.
Ooh.
So can be a little bit difficult. So we can go and we can select all and copy, and then go to your text editor and paste. There is the XML for all your script steps. And now I do here the $index to, let's say, $counter, so crap, and replace all. This should have found all of them. So I copy it again, go to FileMaker and paste it here. And you see counter. So it changed it.
That's so cool. That's insane. That's really nice, actually, for multiple reasons, especially like the multiple variable changes.
Yeah, actually, we had it long ago, We had this little here rename thing. Search and replace, like $index, I don't know, other. And it would also copy the XML, modify it, and put it back. So
that's awesome. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So, but now you can just copy and paste to any text editor. You can copy it, give it to the AI, ask it to modify it, copy it back. And if the copy back fails, it may be that you have a syntax error in your XML. So the plugin validates it. And what you may notice is we do the indentation here. So you have here nice formatting of the XML. Because originally it doesn't look like this, which you can actually see if you take an application like Clipboard Viewer. And on the Clipboard Viewer, if I copy something here, go to the Clipboard Viewer, reload, I see the original XML. which is now formatted for some reason. I'm the one provided by the plugin. So, but the plugin will format it if it's not formatted.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Makes it actually readable.
Yeah. So this works for, let's see, where was it fixed? We have a function to turn it on and off. If you like to write some, tool to turn it off for your customers and turn it on if the developer signs on.
Mm-hmm.
It works for layouts, script steps, scripts, custom functions, fields, tables, and value lists. Like this can be very useful. Let's go and copy a few file definitions. Go to a text editor and you can see your file definitions. And this may be very useful if you do a screen sharing session, like you go remote on a different machine
Mm-hmm.
and you have to change in your copy of the database and then you copy them and the XML may transfer through, Zoom, TeamViewer,
Mm-hmm.
other screen sharing tools. And then you can paste it on the other side. Or I can just go here and make some changes and maybe define a new field. Oh, let's try that. Let's say the new field has ID, let's say 19, and it needs to have a different name, total sum, whatever. Summary information, summarizing the price field. And okay, let's just copy this, paste it, and we have a new sum field,
Wait, so can you do that for layouts, you said? So if you wanted to,
Let's see, layout. Yeah, layout objects. I don't know if you can copy a whole layout. No, there's no copy here.
ah,
Oh, we still show it here, but it does nothing. No, it does nothing. But maybe a bug here to show it here if it's not enabled here.
mm-hmm.
But you can copy layout items, Like I can copy this block here,
Mm-hmm.
go over to the text editor, paste it. Now make some changes. Let's see what have we. We have here a serial number field with a serial number label. So let's see, serial number is here somewhere. Tooltip calculation. This is a field reference, field name, character style vector. Okay, this is formatted text. So let's say this here test number. There another one. So let's copy it and paste it back. And you see here is test number.
This is so cool. This also allows you to do lots of crazy stuff with AI because you get handed over to the AI and ask it to do massive renovations if you don't want to do it yourself.
Yeah, sure. I think there will be plenty of users, and
Yes.
it's maybe FileMaker could have this built in with a checkbox, for advanced developers, so that they can directly work on the XML. But for now,
Yes.
it's a checkbox in the MBS plugin. Let me show you. We got a new checkbox.
Woo!
So you see the list gets longer and longer, and we have actually scrolling if the window is, the screen isn't high enough. And there is an easier clipboard conversion checkbox. So you can paste it in the text editor.
That's awesome. Yeah, someone on Twitch is like, Pavel on Twitch is very cool and useful. Thank you.
Let me
Yes.
just create a custom function and try custom function copying A and B. So is it copy? No,
Ha!
that's XML,
There it is.
So custom functions are also XML in the clipboard. So we can't copy from the layout list. There is no copy command here from FileMaker. So only FileMaker could generate the XML. But
Mm-hmm.
you can go to the layout and you say simply select all,
Mm-hmm.
copy, and you get a really long XML.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's extremely cool.
Yeah, let's see what people do with that. So next thing is if you go to my documentation, we have the nice search function where you can find something.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we find here curl perform function, and I think about we may need to make here a little REST API call, and all our examples got, or mostly got updated to have here copy text button, where you can just copy the text you see, and there's a copy XML button. And the copy XML button gives you this snippet here as XML. So if you have the need to implement a new script, you can just paste our example directly from the documentation. I think people will love this. I had to update quite a few examples, but in general, you just find the right example and you use copy XML button and you go to the script workspace and you paste it. And you may see that things like here, field references are of course not matching because your field names are not the same as in the example. But otherwise, it should be a big help to not need to type it manually, you know?
Yes. Anytime I don't have to type it manually is a vast improvement.
Yeah. Okay, that's new.
Yes.
So we have the copying of the examples, there's the checkbox. Okay, the next thing is we have two new functions.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a Mac with Apple Silicon, you can ask the plugin for the product name. So let's just try it on this machine, and we are running on MacBook Pro, 2 years old. Oh, okay.
That's actually really nifty.
Yeah, and there's also the SOC name. You know, the
Mm-hmm.
Macs have a one big chip, system on a chip, and it's an Apple M3 Max. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Especially since there's like certain stuff these days that you only want to run on certain kinds of machines. So having it be able to like identify in a script step will be really nice.
Yeah. In general, we use our system information functions, to ask how much RAM do we have, or what's
Mm-hmm.
the CPU name, or is it something special? But having the possibility to actually name the Mac you're running on may be
Mm-hmm.
useful sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then let's go back. So what else do we have? We have SQL functions to connect to other databases. That's something people need to know. So if your customer has a kubesql, Centura, SQL Base, DB2, DuckDB, Firebird, Informix, Interbase, MariaDB, Microsoft Access, or Microsoft SQL Server, MySQL, ODBC, something over ODBC, Oracle Database Server, PostgreSQL, SQL Anywhere, SQLite, SQL Server, or Sybase. Then you can say, yes, I can make a script to connect to this database, send some data, query some data, and do that all in a FileMaker script with the MBS plugin and be happy.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. We got a new prefix there, OLEDB, which lets you select OLEDB as your preferred way to connect to your SQL Server. This is in addition to the existing SQL Server prefix, so we now have 3 ways to connect to a Microsoft SQL Server on Windows, well, ODBC, OLEDB, or native interface. We also can connect to it from Mac and Linux. So if anyone has a need for connecting to a Microsoft SQL Server, our plugin is a possibility.
There
Okay.
you go. Yeah, it's nice to always be able to say yes, as Richard likes to say.
Yeah. So whatever the customer uses as database source, um, and if you have MongoDB, we also have functions for MongoDB.
Yes.
So the next thing we want to talk about is custom functions. So let's say you have a solution with several files and you have a lot of custom functions and you are tired of keeping them in sync and you like to have a central way to store all your custom functions. Then you go to examples and utility, on top, utility, and there's a database FileMaker custom functions.
Hmm.
This database contains the name of the functions, their parameters, and whatever calculation is needed to calculate this function. And you can register this function with a MBS plugin, and then you can call it. If you have script steps, you can set variable. You can go and specify, and here in the editor you find under MBS, you find all these custom functions in this database. So you can register your own functions here. You can provide the calculation, and you can just use them in all open documents, all open databases.
Which is awesome.
So one central database can define all the custom functions for all your solutions.
Which is nice. And I assume
Okay.
if you update them here, it'll be updated out to the databases, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry for my cough.
No, you're good.
So we have here a sample, very, very easy sample. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Oh, this multiplies. Okay. This does a substitution. Okay. This looks more complex. So we have the possibility to have a variable number of parameters, here undefined max. And so you can have the custom function you define go and ask the plugin, how many parameters did I get? And then you can ask each value for the parameter and do something with the parameters. In this case, we just add them to a variable and then return the variable with a while loop. So you can have a variable number of parameters for your own custom functions and have them react differently depending on which parameter is passed. Next, we have the possibility to use JavaScript to define our custom functions. So you can just call the function anywhere, and internally it runs a JavaScript context, and in the context we call the function, and so you can do JavaScript things. Let's try this thing, and yeah, gives hello world, just a concat. So imagine what you could do if you just could use JavaScript for your custom functions. We have two JavaScript engines, actually. We have the built-in based on duct tape, and we have the WebKit one from Apple, which you can use on Mac and iOS without any hassle. On Linux, you would need to install the package for the WebKit JavaScript engine, and on Windows, you would need to get a DLL for WebKit, which used to ship with iTunes.
Oh, okay.
So, or whatever Apple now uses for Apple Music on Windows. So if you just happen to have the correct DLL, you may just tell the plugin to load the WebKit JavaScript DLL, and then you can use the JavaScript functions based on WebKit. And that's why we have here the pop-up menu to decide which one to use. And this gives hello world here. So if you use JavaScript, it may be handy to use all these nice JSON functions coming with JavaScript, you know?
Yes.
I mean, that's the reason we use it. So you could do some very big things in JavaScript here, and you can use them to write your custom function. And for example, process things in JSON based on some code in JavaScript.
But yeah, someone said wow in Twitch chat, and I feel secondary. Like I feel like there's so many insane and cool things you could do with this. Like the very
Yeah, you know,
very cool.
last version I added the custom functions, and then the first customer trying it says, I want to have JavaScript. And then I added JavaScript. And guess what happens next? Someone asked, could we have a way to store data in JavaScript so we can use it in the next function call? So we got JavaScript here with globals. So we will use a certain JavaScript context
Mm-hmm.
to run this function again and again. So you can use variables which are preserved from one code to the next. So all the custom functions with using JavaScript with globals will have the same context, so they can share global variables.
That's insane. That's really cool, but that's insane. That's awesome. Uh,
Yeah. So there's a little thing. So in JavaScript, you have this global sys, which gives you basically the global object where
mm-hmm.
you can store stuff. We ask here for global this dot counter. If this doesn't exist yet, it falls through this operator to the 0 as a
Oh.
default value. So we add 1 and put it in the variable, and then we can return it. So I can just run this again and again, and it counts up.
Ah, that's cool. That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. Okay, next thing. The same
Next.
thing can be done with WebKit,
Mm-hmm.
different engine, but does similar things. And finally, I have a little example to show that you can call recursively the same function. So this makes Roman numerals and converts a number, from our normal numbers, Arabic numbers, to
Mm-hmm.
Roman numbers.
That's
Yeah.
very nice. Uh,
Okay.
there's
Let's
a
discuss the functions. Any questions about this?
not about this. There are some comments about the layout element XML copying. Would be great to be able to copy an actual layout from layout manager list and paste it into another file with the same data tables. That would include the layout parts and format. I.e., when we were working in multiple copies of starting point, different clients that we did enhancements we want to replicate. I mean,
Yeah.
go ahead, sorry.
Well, the thing is, the plugin just checks what Claris FileMaker puts on the clipboard.
Mm-hmm.
So you copy something on the layout.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you can paste it. Nothing happens. The plugin doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But when you switch to a different application, in while this switch is going on, within a few milliseconds, our
Mm-hmm.
plugin will check the clipboard and see FileMaker put some data there, but there is no text representation, so we add the text representation.
Got it.
So maybe let me show you again. I copy here. I go to my clipboard viewer here. Where's the window? Where's my clipboard window? Yeah, there it is. So, oh, wait, how do I do that? So I copy here and reload. And
Mm-hmm.
you see when I copy something in FileMaker, I get the XML put on the clipboard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. I could enhance this more because FileMaker also puts a PDF. Oops. Okay, copy. So FileMaker puts PDF data and a JPEG and a TIFF
Mm-hmm.
picture there. And when the plugin sees you're switching to another application, we see, oh, there's XML, and we put it here
Got
into
it.
the other side. So then the text editor, which doesn't know about the XML from FileMaker, but knows about text, so
Mm-hmm.
plain text here, will use that for pasting. And when we come back, we see, oh, we have some new text. There, I can paste it, I can modify it, I can copy it back. And now the clipboard only has the text. And when I switch to FileMaker, then the plugin adds here the XML thing. So it's
Got
just
it.
that the plugin does this conversion whenever you switch between the application. And so this depends completely on FileMaker's ability to copy something. And well, the context menu is from the MBS plugin, and copy is disabled here. So
Yes, so it can't actually grab the full XML of that.
there is
Uh,
no copy available here.
There's a duplicate, hilariously enough, but not a copy.
Yeah, if you like to duplicate something, you can do that. Yeah. Okay. So we can only enhance what is there.
Hmm.
Like we can search if you we can show the IDs here, but I can't magically make a XML copy command.
What? You mean you can't like go into the Draco engine and fix it for us, Christian?
I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. This is very cool, though. I'm gonna end up using that a lot.
Okay. What else did we get? We got a few web viewer functions for Windows. So we have a function to ask for the favorite icon URI. I added that for Windows and then saw, oh, I can do that for Mac and iOS too. So now you have it for 3 platforms where you can ask the favorite icon, which is this little icon here you see on top of the website. And you can ask for the URL and you can ask for the actual icon and show it in a web viewer. Yeah.
Which is very nifty.
Yeah. Maybe I just show it and then
Yeah, why not?
we have web viewer and see, did we make an example? Maybe not. Let's say, what do you need? I need a new field. I need a container field. I can type container and put it here somewhere on the layout.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, let's see. We can run this thing. Yeah, this is an example which just loads the website and copies text and HTML and style text,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like this. Let's just make a new script. Set field. Target field is the icon, and calculated result would be MBS, web view, favorite icon, web. Let's say just take default. So save. Oh, you see, there's an icon.
That's actually really nice, honestly. Immediately yanks the
Yeah.
icon out of the web viewer.
Yeah. Let's see if you also got one. Yeah. Okay, I got it loaded, and where's my script? And
There
yeah,
it
you
is!
also got an icon.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah,
Nifty.
could be useful for some work on the web viewer. Let's see,
Yes.
what else did we get? Oh yeah, Windows. There's a possibility on the API for Microsoft Edge to set a memory usage target level,
Mm-hmm.
which allows you to basically tell the browser to either use normal or low. So if you are doing things with the web viewer, you can actually ask Edge to use less memory,
Mm-hmm.
which may be handy if you have any problems, like people opening a lot of web viewers. So you can ask them to reduce the memory usage so they cache less in memory, you know?
That's actually really nice because I know there's some people who have like heavy web viewer stuff and it
Yeah.
eats.
So as usual, someone asked us for this. Someone had the idea. This may be useful, and then I may do it, you know? So sort style menu. There's a function to enable this, and it basically tells the plugin to sort the style menu. So
Mm-hmm.
we used to have this for years. Here, object styles. Oh, there's only one. Okay. It's good. Do we have the assets database? I think this one has more styles. Yeah. So there are a lot of styles, and the plugin sorts them alphabetically. Because if you have something like 20 or 50 styles, you may find them quicker. And new in this version is that we also saw this menu with the part styles. Again, if you just have 5, it doesn't matter. But if you have 50, it matters a lot.
That's actually really nice. Yeah, I definitely know a couple people who will be needing that desperately.
Okay, let's see. We got field picker enhancements, and there's a new shortcut, Command G.
This is already my new favorite thing.
So let's again show it maybe. Wait, I need to, yeah, I have tables. Okay, so let's see, say we have some things here for fields, and now at a later date we come back and we need to change them all to a different table.
Yeah.
So we go for the first one, pick the new table and pick a field and click it. Okay. Then we go to the second one. And here the MBS plugin shows you this little shortcut to say, would you like to go to the table you just used, and again, this is not an issue if you have 4 tables. But in a bigger business solution, you have maybe 50 tables or
Yes.
table occurrences.
No, this is fantastic. Yeah, open up well, no, I'm not saying you, but anyone who opens up a FileMaker starting point has to sift through all the layouts. This immediately becomes very valuable.
Okay, so whenever the plugin notices that you picked a different table occurrences, we remember this, and next time you come there, you can just press Command G to go to this table occurrence, and then pick the next one, your next field. So,
That's so nice. That's so nice.
so pick one, pick a field, go, Command G, second field. This goes very quick. So you just have to double click, Command G, double click the field, done.
That's so much nicer than what the current option is. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, that's
Quality of life things,
yes. They matter a lot.
Yeah. Okay, next thing. What do we have? We have list dialog for iOS. So I don't have an iOS example here. We used to show one in a recent video.
Yes.
Um, Here is a screenshot. So this is, for example, like a picker looks like. You can load whatever values you want into the list dialog. Could be coming from a table, could be a SQL statement, could just be a field with a list or a variable with a list, and you fill it in. We can show a filter. So there's a text field where you can type something to search.
Mm-hmm.
And on the bottom, you have buttons. There's a select and a cancel button, and you can add a custom button if you need to. And for iOS, it's a list with 1 column, but you
Mm-hmm.
can have 2 lines of text in each cell.
That's nice. That's very
So, and the
nice.
pickers are useful because you can use them on Mac, Windows, and iOS SDK,
Mm-hmm.
and you can just show them anywhere you like. Like something like you have a field where you have maybe the name of a company, and you
Mm-hmm.
could have a button to just show the list of all companies and pick one, with
Yes.
quick pickers in a calculation. And this could be all in one let statement if you want.
Yes. Uh, but say, do you have like a list dialog general example for like the PC, not the but a computer instead of the iOS, so people can see what it looks like
Yeah,
real
yeah. Of
fast?
course, there is a list dialog here. There's an example file,
Mm-hmm.
and it shows a list.
Then you can search, which is nice.
Yeah, yeah, you can search. Yeah, yeah,
That's really the search in particular is really nice.
yeah. And it's just here a few lines. Yeah, to just show the dialogue, and yeah,
There you
could
go.
be in one net statement. Wherever you need a dialogue at any time, just to pick something from a list.
List dialog works on Windows.
Yes, of course.
Do users need the plugin or can it be server side?
Well, to have the plugin show something on the computer, it
Mm-hmm.
needs to be running on that computer.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe a good idea to install the plugin locally everywhere, which you
Yes.
can do by script. So you don't have to manually go to 100 computers to install it, you know?
Yes, no. Len, the way I do that is how you'd have it auto install on the startup script, check if it exists or not. That's how me and
Yeah.
Richard do it. Which
So
is
in our user guides section here, you can go and you find things about installation, and there's automatically install the plugin. There's some things to think about. There's some errors that could happen, and there's an example script which also comes in a file. So if you need to implement this, utility install plugin update if needed. This one can have the plugins in the container field and then install them on demand from the fields. And you can have this in your start script. So whenever the user launches FileMaker and you need a plugin function, you could install it as needed.
yes, which is awesome.
Oh.
Like that's how MBS ended up proliferating finally across all of our computers. We finally put it in a startup script, and then we just hit
Yeah,
yes every time we opened it. Do you need admin rights to install the plugin by script?
that's a good question. I don't think so. Well, Lynn in Austin, figure it out. No, well, I think you can just install it from script, yeah. There may be permissions. I mean, yeah, there are things like here settings where you could have the checkbox that plugin installation is not allowed, you know, which
Yeah,
could be disabled.
I don't think I've ever needed admin.
But I think people just install the plugins from the start script, so this would run without admin.
Yeah. Like if I go look at our script, I don't think our startup
And of course, you
has.
can run a script as admin, yeah. Okay, let's maybe pick the next one. Round corners.
Ah, yes.
You may have seen that before. So we have here 2 blog articles. So I added it for iOS. So finally you get card windows with round corners on iOS.
Thank you.
But we also have it here on Windows and Mac OS. So Mac, also round corners, and here is Windows. I made a screenshot to prove it.
There you go. That's very nice. I know people are asking about the round corners on Windows. Congrats, you have achieved it, which is awesome.
This is for card windows. I have no idea why Claris didn't do that, but people asked for it, and
It's
so I helped them.
it's funny what you get excited about. I remember when you first launched, I was like, oh my goodness, we can finally have round windows. And I meant it. And I still mean it. So
Yeah. Okay, then we have a few improvements to zooming the web viewer.
okay.
Yeah, sometimes you have a web viewer and you like to zoom in or out.
Yes, we had a
So we have
question
function
about
for
that
that.
the other day, I think.
So setup RVS. This is our function to doing this AWS things with S3 upload download, where we set up a call to authenticate the request. Can be used for various calls, like here, download via S3 or upload, all these different services from AWS.
Mm-hmm.
And we added operations for copy and move. So people can use that to, well, move files within AWS. So if you use that, this may be helpful. Then if you integrate Python functions into FileMaker, you can now use the recursion limit to avoid endless loops, endless recursion. We have a QR code detection for the video, the webcam video
Ooh.
viewer. So you can have your user show a QR code to the web viewer, no, to the video, to the camera on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
And this now works on Windows too, so you have it for Mac and Windows.
There you
And you get a
go.
script trigger for QR codes.
Woo! Okay, that's actually really nice
Then
too
we
that you can
have,
script trigger it.
oh yeah, oh maybe this could use a demonstration. Let's see. We have an example here. Let's just so get a picture. Yeah, we have a picture. Okay, this works. So let's see. So we don't have a sample for this, so let's just make one.
Cool.
Well, it's live coding, you know. This is when things don't work. But let's see. What do we need? For QR code, there is current QR code, has QR code, start QR code detection.
Okay.
What a nice function name. You see, here is the line, and I can use copy XML, make a new script, paste.
That's so nice.
So yeah, and you see the field name and table name matches because this snippet is from a different copy of this sample database. So it works. This is a start QR code
Mm-hmm.
thing. And now we make a new script, got QR code. We need to do something useful with the QR code. Maybe I make a field here to parameter to stuff in the parameter we get.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we get there. And maybe we can read the documentation. The parameter, oh, is the ID for the session. Okay, so not so interesting, but we will just ask the current QR code function.
Mm-hmm.
Set field, this one, MBS AV recorder current, and the session was in a field. So let's see. Now what you shouldn't miss is to go quickly to security and take a check if you have here something about FM plugin, and then it must be allowed. If you don't have it, like we do here,
Mm-hmm.
everything is allowed. So
Got it.
let's try it again. So we say here initialize. We pick the camera. We start preview. Oh, I need a QR code. That's easy. I can just Google for one.
Oh, and then
So,
yeah.
and Google shows me a QR code. Oops. Oh, wait, I have to start it, of course. So start script. And there it is. Hello.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So as soon as the video has a little bit of a QR code,
Mm-hmm.
it may show up.
That's
And
really
now
cool. That was
what did I do?
instantaneous.
I disabled something. Okay, shut down, edit again, set video. So the funny thing is to see how much of your QR code must be visible. So let's try it again a second time.
Mm-hmm.
There. It's not yet in the view, actually. Okay. Okay. As soon as it's visible, and here's something with a layout. Okay.
That was awesome. That was great. That was fantastic.
Okay, I shut it down. So this should work fine. As usual, it's control the plugin puts on the layout, so FileMaker doesn't know about it. As soon as FileMaker does some change on the layout, our plugin control may go away. So you may better set up the plugin-based control as the last thing on the layout when the layout is finished on being loaded.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can use it, and you can have the script detecting the barcode. You know, it can close the video as soon as it has a barcode. And we may enhance it. I mean, if people like to scan different barcodes, we can certainly do that. So Mac and Windows.
There you go. Uh,
Actually, what about iOS? Let's see. Did I do iOS? Oh, yeah, and iOS. Okay.
there you go. Mac, Windows, and
because
iOS.
Mac and iOS have the same API for this, so usually it's just doing both. Okay, then we got an improvement on our DNS lookup function, so you can get the result as JSON.
There you go.
We updated DynaPDF, SQL API, and SQLite, and we have release notes to see if I missed anything. Yeah, there's a function to get cover art for audio files, which got the new
Oh,
file format thing. But otherwise, oh yeah, if you have JSON, if you use the JSON functions on SQL results or on matrix, you can have the plugin detect if there's JSON in fields and then use the JSON for the JSON output,
mm-hmm.
which may be useful for some people.
Yes.
Like you don't get the JSON in quotes, you just get the JSON in
Okay,
your JSON for all the records.
there you go.
Um, then we have also some flags here for find value in array. So find all match substring. Okay. So if you have an array in JSON and you like to find something in this array, you can use here different flags for different options to find things.
There you go, which is actually really
Yeah.
nice.
What was I searching? Flags. They find all and by content and yeah. So you can find values in arrays. I mean, it's a very basic function, and we have a lot of JSON functions.
Yes.
There's an FM get function. So a plugin can query get functions by ID,
Really?
which we use internally a lot because it's faster by ID because we directly get to the actual function doing the job. And FileMaker doesn't need to pass the calculation to actually figure out which ID to use for which get name.
Interesting.
And you can call this directly with the plugin. And so we have here a list of all the get functions
And the
in
IDs.
FileMaker. Yeah,
Okay. Cool. Okay.
yeah,
It's an interesting way to improve some performance.
yeah. If you want to know if you have a menu open, there's a new is open function. Um, Sorting replicates. As a word file enhancement, okay. Oh yeah, secure transport is a way to do SSL connections on Mac,
Mm-hmm.
which is deprecated now and will be removed in a future update because it's getting removed from curl, and so basically I have to follow that.
Got it.
And we have OpenSSL for years to do the more modern SSL versions, like called
Mm-hmm.
TLS 1.2 and 1.3, but Secure Transport doesn't do the 1.3 version, so it's end of life for this.
Yep.
So then I fixed a couple of bugs for people. Like I've once again fixed the link detection. Let's see if it works today. So if you have set variable and you have
Mm-hmm.
some calculation here and you write some text and
Mm-hmm.
you want to put in a link, FM training TV, the plugin makes it a clickable link, you
Ah!
know. So you can put links in your calculations
Mm-hmm.
for any documentation related to things. It could be HTTP, it could be a full link, it could be an FMP12, a link to a different database, like here, see this, call. It could be an FTP or on questions, call, telephone number.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is useful. So you can have links here and you can actually click on them.
Which is that's really nice, actually.
Yeah, which should also work here for things here. Like here, you see there's a calculation. If you click on it, you can click on the link.
Ah! Nice.
So we also got that.
Yes.
So a few bug fixes, some improvements. Email parser, yeah. So that's it, I think. Oh yeah, the files mount function got internally rewritten for Magos to use a
Mm.
new API, so you can do more things.
Ooh.
And the big difference is that in the old one,
Mm-hmm.
if you would mount something with a pass,
Mm-hmm.
well, there's no example here, but let's say you have a mounting thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, set variable. If you mount something on a server with a folder, like nowadays you has FM, SMB, you put something here like test, and your shared folder is maybe test. And then in this shared folder, you have another folder for
Mm-hmm.
your work. Then the new version mounts a drive named work instead of the one named test with a folder inside named work.
Oh, that's nice. So it goes more
So you
directly to
can
where you're
directly
going.
mount, yeah, you can directly mount a folder, which is a little detail. Some client catched me, so I had to look up if Apple implemented that, and yeah, they put it in a new API, so I had to switch the frameworks.
Got it. Do you have a way to make HTML fit the size of the web viewer?
A good question. It should auto match. I mean, most websites nowadays automatically adapt to whatever size the web viewer has. Otherwise, you can use our zoom functions to make the content smaller, you know, web, web view zoom. So you can reduce the size of the web viewer. But otherwise, I don't think so.
Talking my HTML I put in the web viewer, like using web viewer to view like the actual HTML. Is that what you're saying?
So when you load some HTML you created into a web viewer, you can of course design your HTML to use CSS to automatically adapt to whatever size the web viewer has. Sorry, then
I mean, I think they're meaning to like use the web viewer as like a way to actually view the HTML code and not just process it, as far as I'm understanding. Or preview it, rather. Uh, can I ask what your, not the code, the result. Okay, so then setting the zoom should fix the problem for you, right?
a zoom may help,
Yeah.
but in general, I would just say write your HTML. So I mean, things match the size.
I know that Lynn works with education, and colleges over here aren't necessarily great about keeping their websites properly up to date.
Yeah,
So,
even I have some adaptive things here, like this. This box is the size based on the available space. Okay, do we have any other question?
someone asking about the automatic updates of the plugin. Like if you want to set it to update automatically, is there a way to do that?
Or while you would have your start script in the solution, use our sample script here, which I can go back to, install plugin if needed. So we have here in the database, we would put in the current version, and we would put in the plugin files. So which you manually drop in, or you use our script to load plugins from server. Yeah, loaded five or four. Okay, so we have all the plugins files from our MV server, which uses insert from URLs, so you can actually load them without having the plugin. So it loads a JSON with links and then loads individual plugin files. And once you have them in the database and you have a version number here, you can run a script to check if plugin updates are needed. And this will check the MBS version you have installed against the version in the database. And it uses here get us number with version auto update to get this version number without dots, so you can better compare it. And then it will check if you got a question mark, the plugin is not installed, and then we will run the install script. If the version is the same, it's fine. If you have a newer version, then you already got the newer version. And if you got an update, it will ask you if you like to install the update, and then it also calls the install script. So this could be called from your solution start script and install the plugin if needed. The install script then uses all the fields and the install plugin file script step to install. If there's an error, we will show a dialog with the error message. And there's a little trick you need to do here is you need to ask for last error and last error detail in one script step. So if you have it in two script steps, the last error detail would be lost because it would be overwritten by the set variable script step. And then we can show a dialog, and if the plugin was updated and the new version isn't the new version. So if the new version isn't the one we expect, then the old plugin is still active, and we ask the user to restart FileMaker.
I think that should answer your question, Pavel. That's how you automatically install the plugin, which is awesome. Takes a lot of the thought out of it.
This is used by a lot of SBA customers to install it on their clients' computers.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we got the script quite good. So it can run hundreds of computers.
And not have an issue. So there you go.
Well, there are still issues. Let me find the list. When people install the plugin and there's why MBS plugin fails to load.
Yes.
So did you pick the right plugin file for the format, for the platform you're on?
Mm-hmm.
Is the file complete? I mean, we have seen people not getting the whole file. The file got modified. They try to install a very old version on a newer FileMaker. Did they copy the plugin in the right folder? Yeah. Some people may have two versions installed because FileMaker has different folders to look for plugins. You see here, there's an extension folders in the program files folder. There are two extensions folders in the users folder.
Oh.
I prefer to put the plugin here, but the automatic installation puts it in the specific version folder.
Oh, okay.
No? Did you copy the plugin via Dropbox or Google Drive, iCloud? Because then it may modify the plugin file so the code signature breaks. Like there's an extra little metadata file for syncing. Then we have always the people who mix up the 64-bit and the 32-bit versions of the plugins. Some people miss Visual Studio runtime libraries. Also, they are installed by FileMaker installer if needed. We had people with antivirus tools which prevent the plugin from being loaded. It's just someone put in software and some tool prevents it from getting loaded because it's not on the whitelist. Then some people have an old Windows where we have special versions for Windows 7 and 8 if someone is still using it. On Mac, the code signature gets invalid if someone modifies the files somehow, which just may be some, those little text files used by various sync services gets added to the bundle. The plugin may be in quarantine. Some people have old FileMaker and need a 32-bit version. And we actually had people with corrupt reference files, so you can move them and see if that works. On Linux, it's very common to mismatch Intel and ARM versions. And iOS, there's a lot of people who expect the plugin to somehow work in FileMaker Go. It sadly doesn't work, but you can use the iOS SDK, and then you still have the possibility to mix up the simulator and device versions, or miss the code signature, the certificates to sign the plugin. So
You've seen it all, Christian. I look forward to when someone finds a new way to mess it up, but you have to add an addition to this.
yes, yes, this is a living document, has been edited a lot of times.
I'm sure. Thank you, Christian. Yeah, a lot of people are saying thank you. Thank you very much. This has been awesome, as always. The
Okay.
plugin improvements are great. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap us up. Go download it, everybody, and pay for it. Seriously, it's very much worth the money.
And see you at a conference.
Yes! Someone's saying that he's gonna be meeting you in Hamburg on Sunday. So,
Cool.
there you go, everybody. All right. Bye. Have a good weekend.